You know that little black box on your computer, the command prompt? It's not just some relic from old movies. Not at all. It's actually a direct line to the core of your PC, a place where you can diagnose problems, automate all those tedious tasks, and take real, genuine control. So today, we're going to unlock that power together.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't that just for hackers clacking away in dark rooms or, for the super tech gurus? Absolutely not. That is one of the biggest myths about PCs, and today we are going to bust it wide open. I want you to think of it more like your PC's personal command center. It gives you direct control to diagnose problems, automate boring tasks, and manage your entire system like a pro. So, you ready to grab the keys? Let's get it unlocked.
First up, let's put on our detective hats, because the command prompt is, without a doubt, one of the best tools for investigating what's really going on with your network connection.
We've all been there, right? The Wi-Fi is crawling, a website just won't load, and you have absolutely no idea why. Well, instead of just guessing and restarting your router for the 10th time, we're going to use a specific command to trace the problem right to its source.
So the command is tracert, which is short for traceroute. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like a GPS for your internet data. It shows you every single stop or hop your connection makes on its way to a website. So when you run it, you'll see a path that looks a lot like this. It starts at your home router, then it jumps to your internet provider, and makes several more hops until it reaches its final destination. And here's the cool part. If you see a big delay or a total failure at any one of these steps, boom, you've just found your culprit. Okay, let's tackle our next mystery. Do you know every single program that's currently connected to the internet from your computer right now? Well, there's a command for that too. Let's add another cool tool to our detective kit. This one is called netstat-an. I want you to think of this as your digital magnifying glass. It gives you a complete list of every single active connection, showing you exactly what your computer is talking to online and which programs are just listening for incoming connections. Okay, at first glance, I know this might look like a bunch of gibberish, but it's actually pretty simple. See where it says listening? That just means a service is ready and waiting for a connection. And established, that means you have a live, active connection, like your browser talking to Google. This is perfect for spotting programs that are making connections you don't recognize, a huge step in checking your PC's security. All right, so we've solved some mysteries. Now it's time to go from investigating to acting. We're going to build a small automation army that'll handle all those boring, repetitive tasks for you. I mean, just take a simple task like cleaning out temporary files. Manually, as you can see on the left, it's like 5 or 6 tedious steps, but with a single command, that one little line on the right, you can do it instantly. No pop-ups, no waiting. That's the power of automation right there. So how do we do this? With something called a batch script. Now, don't be intimidated by the name. It's just a plain text file with a list of commands inside. Seriously, think of it like a to-do list or maybe a recipe that your computer reads and just follows step by step, all by itself. For example, you could create a super simple script that automatically pings a bunch of websites to check if they're online and then saves all the results into a single, neat text file. And just like that, you've built your first robot assistant and it's already working for you. Okay, building robot assistants is pretty cool. But what if you didn't even have to tell them when to start? What if you could put them on a schedule and just forget about it? Let's put these scripts on complete autopilot. No, seriously, think about it. What if your file cleanup script just ran every Sunday night while you're relaxing? Or your network check ran every single morning before you even wake up? This is where the real magic starts to happen. The command for this is schedule tasks, or schedule tasks. It's basically a calendar for your scripts. You tell it what script to run and exactly when. Daily, weekly, at a specific time, and it will handle it from then on. You just set it, and you forget it. Now, the command might look a little complex, but as you can see, it's really just 4 simple steps. First, you name it. Then, you aim it at your script. Third, you set the schedule, like daily. And finally, you time it. That's it. Your backup script is now set to run every single night at 10 p.m., automatically. Now that you've got a handle on investigation and automation, it's time for a major power-up. We're going to bring in the next level, a little something called PowerShell. And the great thing is, you don't even have to leave the command prompt. You can run these really powerful PowerShell commands right from that same CMD window, giving you the absolute best of both worlds. Just check this out. This single line of code might look complicated, but let's break it down real quick. It just gets all the programs that are running, sorts them by how much CPU they're using, and then shows you only the top 5. So imagine your PC is suddenly slowing down to a crawl. With this one command, you can immediately find out why. That is a real superpower. And just like that, you've gone from being a casual user to a real power user. You've just learned the skills to investigate, to automate, and to control your system on a whole new level. So let's just recap your new powers. You can now hunt down network issues instead of just guessing. You can build little robot assistants to do your boring work for you. You can put those robots on autopilot. You're now equipped to keep your PC running clean, efficient, and smooth. And this, right here, is the key takeaway. You've moved beyond just clicking on icons. You now have the tools and the knowledge to be in direct command of your machine. You are in control.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Think about your daily computer routine, all the cleanups, the checks, the backups. What is the very first repetitive task that you are going to automate?